Hello and welcome back to the Car Throttle podcast, where Ethan, Jack, Gareth and I read out your emails, act as your automotive agony uncles and discuss unpopular opinions. You miss it, don't you?
Wow.
You miss it.
Wow.
Tell me you miss it.
Don't be too enthusiastic.
Tell me you miss
This
it.
is the best podcast ever already.
The bed podcast.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, right. Unpopular opinions. Oh, God. It's there. All right. Anyway, welcome back to the podcast. Before we actually get into the meeting too, what have we been up to? Jack, what have you been up to?
It's a couple little bits here and there. Ooh. I made some brackets for my MX-5 intercooler, so that means I don't have to touch that car for another 6 months. That's good.
How'd you make the brackets?
I just out of some metal, cut them, bent them, offered it up. I made them out of cardboard first.
Oh,
make sure
that probably won't hold.
No, I figured the cardboard might be a little bit flimsy. I'll make them out of metal.
Yeah. Also, could burn.
Could do.
Yeah.
Could do. Metal won't as much.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I made them. I picked up a new bumper for my E39 off of some lovely guys called Road Trip, actually. They've got lots of good second-hand bits, so if you need anything, give them a shout.
Is this an M Sport bumper?
It's an M Sport bumper. It's mint as well. It's lovely.
Because yours was buggered, wasn't it?
Mine's all cracked and shitty. Yeah, yeah, that's no good. And also, the other thing I did was I went to the Saab for the first time since we actually shot the Z3 episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And do you remember in the Z3 episode when we took that coolant out of your car?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit stinky, wasn't
Was
it?
that when you said,
Yeah.
don't worry, just pour it down the sink?
And that's when you said, okay, I will.
And then we did.
Yeah.
No, we didn't really.
Well, we mopped it all up when it was on the floor and put the old tissues in a box. And then I took the box home to dispose of. And I forgot it was in my car and left it probably for 2 weeks. So when I got it back into the Saab, it smelled like a fish's arsehole. It was disgusting.
Have you ever smelt a fish's arsehole?
Oh, have you not?
Is that the first thing you do when you get in the sea?
Every morning.
Oh, it's you in the Tesco line just opening all these fish and having a good old sip.
You go next, by the
Oh, God, yeah. I've learned from the best.
So, yeah, that car's a write-off.
Perfect. Yeah, good.
And that's what I've been up to.
Is that a permanent stench in there?
It may well be. Yeah.
Oh.
I did. I took it for a drive, all the windows down. That didn't help one bit. I put a air freshener, a really potent air freshener in there. That hasn't really
You've
done
ruined it.
It's not penetrated the stench in there.
Oh,
What
God.
did Rory say he used? Rory Reid?
Prawns.
Ionizer?
Oh.
Was it?
No, a new car.
Oh, to get rid of the smell.
Yeah.
I think the issue is we just chucked all the tissues into one box and we didn't put them in bags. So it's probably soaked into the carpet.
Yeah.
Bad luck.
And the coolant that came out of your car, Ethan, was the worst smelling coolant ever.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why
it's
we
not
put it
always like
rancid.
No, that's why we put it straight in Jack's car and not one of ours.
Yeah, it doesn't always taste like that. No.
I can't believe you tasted it. That was so bad.
I can't believe you cut that out. That was viewing genius.
Oh, God. So, yeah, Gareth's been really butthurt about me cutting out some stuff from the Z3 video.
Everything. There was so much more content in that video. I actually felt bad for the video. You just blatantly just went hell for leather. You know, when you get a really nice hedge and then someone just cuts it down from the stem, that's you.
Thing is, though, with your bits, like we have this rule: if it's not funny, it doesn't progress the story. It goes
Exactly, yeah.
I might as well sit this podcast down.
Yeah, you're very lucky to be sitting here, actually. Anyway, Ethan, what about you?
Big week for me.
Big week.
Done some more woodworking.
Ooh.
I did. I've done what probably quite a lot of people do at the moment. It's quite fashionable. Bought some hairpin legs online.
No, that's not fashionable at all. Have you done that, Jack?
some hairpin legs.
What's a
So
hairpin
they're
leg?
like
Exactly. Have you done that?
steel.
I don't even know what
No,
that is.
No, exactly.
It's a
Well, I
hairpin
don't
leg.
know. Lots of people do it. Fine, whatever.
So it's one of four.
Yeah.
One of four here.
But
But I wouldn't call that fashionable.
You've still not explained to me what a hairpin leg
It's
is.
just a steel table leg, essentially. And I made a coffee table with some recycled wood. Did some more of that. Did an entrance
love
table.
wood, don't you?
Wow.
Yeah.
He loves wood.
do.
Proper
yeah,
loving
yeah.
wood at the minute.
Yeah.
So
He's
I
always
don't
loved wood.
Actually,
Oh,
better than that though.
go on.
Hit level 37 on Pokemon Go.
You didn't.
I did. Yeah. That's big.
Is Pokemon Go still going?
Yeah.
Is that where people walk around?
There's
Yeah.
one person playing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm keeping them going.
Yeah.
Do you have to like get like bosses and like beat them and stuff?
Yeah, well, you can battle like
Why
Team
am
Rocket.
I?
and
I'm
stuff.
bored. I'm bored. I'm so bored.
Battling
Sorry.
there's gyms in Pokemon.
Is it-
Go.
are there?
Oh,
Oh,
now
I've
you're
got a gym.
interested.
You can-
I've got a gym in my house.
I've seen that.
Yes, you do.
When did
yeah.
I see
Oh, that was seamless.
You-
Tell me more.
You've got another Instagram page. As
I
well.
do.
It was bad enough
Yeah.
keeping you off one.
I've got like double Alex in my feed.
It's good, isn't it?
2 accounts
Yeah.
to mute.
If you like gym, I started a new Instagram account called Gym with Alex.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Jim is spelled JIM.
No, it's spelled GYM.
GEM.
Gym with Alex. Yeah, I like working out. It's like my alter ego, like Buff Boy.
You should have called it that.
Buff boy, yeah.
Oh, Buff Boy. I can still change it.
That's got to be taken though, Buff Boy. Surely.
I don't know.
There's only one.
Should we
buff
have a
boy.
gander?
All right. Well, all right, you can
Maybe-
do that.
I'm
Gareth.
gonna have a look.
I'm going to tell you about my week because it's better than your week.
Oh, well, clearly.
No, it's not actually.
It
No,
can't be.
I had a shocker. This wasn't actually all happened this week.
2 F's. BUFF.
Yeah. Anyway, what have I done? Oh, okay. So first thing, you know the TT, Rianne's TT, that I bought for 950 quid. We took the engine out, blah, 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 did all that kind of stuff. The wiper motor packed up on that while she was driving.
Oh, no.
yeah.
In the rain.
In the rain, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Not very good. So she actually had to stop. I was in Prague at the time. She's like, Alex, my wipers have packed up. I was like, not a lot I can do, dear. I'm in a different country. You're going to have to wait it out. Anyway, when I got back.
You're just like, hey ho.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, you should have bought a better car.
She did phone me as well. I didn't answer.
She probably phoned me after you, actually. So when I got back, I had a quick look at things. The fuse had gone on that. And also the wipers were getting progressively slower. So they were all gunked up. So I fixed it. Took the whole wiper mechanism apart.
Took the engine out.
Yeah, exactly. But all I did was I re-greased everything, put a new fuse in, and then it was jobs are good again. So if you have wipers that are, slowing down, then I would probably get that looked at, re-grease everything. Otherwise, the motor is going to be working too hard and then pop a fuse.
I bet that was satisfying when you fixed that.
It was actually very satisfying. Yeah.
No, new wipers is just so nice, isn't it? There's something about it.
I didn't get new wipers.
Oh.
No,
I
got
mean,
the same
wipers at work. That's
Yeah, wipers at work.
yeah.
Wipers at work are so nice.
so
aren't
good,
they?
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a real luxury.
Yeah. But we went to Rianne's parents' place. This was all pre-lockdown to pick something up. I was on the motorbike. She was because she left her car there. Oh yeah, so she was coming back home. Had to turn around because it was raining when the wipers were still buggered. So we went to collect it the next day. On the way back, it started raining. Even though it's forecast 10% for rain, it rained, didn't it? In UK. And she was pulled over in traffic. She was like, I've got to stop. So I was there with like her beanie, wiping her windscreen with her beanie. I must have looked like the biggest gentleman. Like just seeing a lady in the car stranded at a red light, not knowing what to do. In I come, hero, wipe it down.
Take
I
her
follow,
hat.
take her hat, drive off, ride off.
This reminds me of that trip we went to. Was it Oakhampton in Paddy, that old 309 estate?
405 estate.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
close enough with the numbers. Never mind.
Not quite though.
And the windscreen wipers packed up as well. And because there was so much grit and dirt on the windscreen, like the wind didn't even blow it off at 70. So we were hanging out the window trying to have a look where we're
Safely.
going. Obviously safely.
Within the law.
Oh, so you're doing it the safe way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
60, 70 mile an hour rain in the face. It really hurts. That was super duper painful. It's like being hit with a pressure washer.
It's like being hit with a leaf.
No, don't even get to me.
So yeah, that was really satisfying. So the wipers still work and they're actually moving at a normal speed now. Anyway, not so good news. Podcast van. Love it. Really love it. It's an old diesel, right? 2.8.
Yeah.
Big engine.
Yeah.
London doesn't like that. I was driving back from your place end of last year, and some little cameras, some little birdies in the sky took a picture of me and said, "Oh, we see you driving on our road. You're in a low emission zone, aren't you? Oh, would you like to give us £250?" I was like, "Not really. I drove in a les zone."
What are you
low
doing?
emission zone. I didn't know. It's a thing. It's like a massive zone within the North Circular or something.
It's
Aren't they
M25,
huge
isn't it?
signs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's huge old
Yeah,
signs
there
that
are.
say the low emission zone, blah, blah. Do you miss them?
Wow.
Oh, yeah, we must have.
I clearly did. But if you want to drive a van like that or any old diesel in the low emission zone, the charge per day, want to have a guess? Charge. Bearing in mind,
What's
you pay like £12 congestion charge in
Congestion,
London.
it's 30.
£30, Jack.
35.
35. Yeah.
Well, you told me, but my memory's so bad, I can't actually remember, so I'm be guessing now. 120?
No, £100
Okay,
to drive a van in the Les Zone.
that's
To
ridiculous.
drive, like, not even in London, just around London.
£100 to drive a van that's worth £100.
Exactly.
Bloody hell,
That's
that's
not
a
worth
rip-off.
And then I got fined £250. So anyway, the van has been parked in the Les Zone for like 2 months.
Whoa.
Anyway, yeah,
Wow.
What a
whatever.
rebel.
You showed
Whatever.
them.
You just start it up and rev it just because
Exactly.
you paid already.
Yeah. And I saw some squirrels and I just murdered them. Anyway, the van is out of the Les Zone.
Yeah.
Hopefully, no more fines.
Yeah.
So that's me. One good story, one shit story.
How did you get out the Les Zone if you went in? Is there like a different route that you don't
It's a
get?
secret tunnel.
Yeah.
Just cover up the plates.
I just took plates off.
We don't condone such activities.
Unless you want free fuel.
Oh.
Sneaky.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Police officers watch the podcast. An undercover policeman came up to me and said, "Love the podcast. I am an undercover policeman." Flashed me his badge.
His bag.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And actually,
What did he drive?
oh, this was quite funny. So, picture the scene. I'm walking my dog. This guy, young guy, comes up to me. I'm like, "Here we go. Here we go." He drives a Fiesta or something. He wants a selfie or something. He's like, "Hello, mate." I'm like, "Hello, mate. I love the podcast. Me and my cop friends watch and listen. I am an undercover police car.
He's really well hidden.
Policeman." And I said, "What car do you drive?" And to which he said, "I'm currently in a Prius."
Oh, really?
To which I said, just instinctively, "Wow, you must be the shittest undercover policeman I know." We had a little bit of a chinwag and then, went our separate ways. And I said to Rianne, my girlfriend, I was like, that could actually be misconstrued as quite rude.
Yeah.
But I didn't mean it. It's just banter. Ha ha.
It's funny what they have these days, undercover cops. 'Cause I remember we were working our old office in central London and like a little VW Caddy came past. The small van things, right? You just would never have thought he had the sirens on, but you'd never have thought there were.
Oh no, that's
Undercover
a
cop.
very popular undercover
I'd
car.
never seen that one.
Caddy, yeah, massive, yeah, huge.
But like they
It's
just
not,
have.
It's not. I made that up.
There's just all sorts you see nowadays.
Yeah. I saw a Tesla once.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with a personalised number plate and just one of those flashy lights on top. And I spoke to another cop friend of mine. I said, "What's going on?" And he said, "It's probably been a car that we've impounded, and we're just using it to test it as a potential future police car."
Right.
Crazy.
Oh, wow.
Also,
Test it.
yeah. Also, the undercover policeman, not very good at his job.
No.
No, terrible.
Yeah, I'm straight away.
Yeah, exactly. Just gave up the game.
Yeah.
Was he actually a policeman? He just flash you like
He showed me his truncheon.
his debit card.
He cuffed you to a tree.
He did a full body search as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Shall we move on? Anyway,
More details.
it was very nice to meet you. I'm not going to give up your identity.
Yeah. What's his name?
I didn't ask.
That's rude.
That is rude.
Anyway, Gareth, what have you been up to?
Oh my goodness. Right. M4 is on Auto Trader.
Is it?
Had many inquiries, mainly from traders offering stupid amounts of money.
What's it up for?
Stupidly little amounts of money, sorry.
What's it up
It's
for?
up for 28.9. Shut up.
You sure?
It's worth every penny.
Wow.
Good luck,
Every penny.
mate.
Jesus.
So anyway, this weekend coming, a chap called Zander and his dad Matthew are
Zander's a
driving.
made-up name. Doesn't exist.
I really hope
Call you Zander.
I hope these guys do exist. Because
All right, tell us the story.
Anyway, so I'll save the story for the next podcast.
No.
'Cause I don't want to jinx it.
You're not going to jinx it. They don't exist. You're not selling the car.
They don't
Come on,
exist.
tell everyone the story. Zander and
So Zander
Matthew.
and Matthew are coming down from Yorkshire to view the car.
Yorkshire's not a place. It's a tea company.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Christ, they don't exist.
They don't.
Anyway, you are going to jinx this. And I'm going to land up with a bloody car just sitting on my drive for another 2 months.
They're definitely coming. They're definitely coming.
So tell us the story. Who are they?
Written me many an email. We've chatted over the phone. He seems like a really legitimately nice guy. So I sent him a calendar invite after all these emails. He's asked about the car, and he said to me, "Yeah, I'll give you the full asking price."
Oh yeah, that's normal, isn't it? Yeah,
that's
to not even haggle. That's normal.
Well, there was a bit of haggling, and I said, "I'm not giving the car away for that amount." And the guy went, "That's okay." Blah blah blah. We had a phone call. He asked about things, and I said, "Yeah, do Car Throttle stuff." "Oh yeah, my son watches it. Really likes the podcast." And I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." And so he said, "Look, if you just give him a shout out on the podcast, we'll just pay the amount that you're after." I don't think this guy's any short of $1 because he was telling me about his Velar, which is made by the
best car company in the
whole world.
Yeah, whole world.
Well done, well recited.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
It's all right.
So Xander is the dad, and he's buying it for his son.
So Xander is the son, and Matthew is the dad.
Okay.
And so he is buying it for his son's 21st birthday present.
Oh,
Boom.
what? Really?
M4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
We can't give him a shout out then.
No.
Move it on.
So let me-
that sale can't be made.
Let me get this right. So Matthew is buying it for Xander for his 21st birthday, and he's not haggling. He's going to pay you full price.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
We'll
that's
see.
Legit. That's
We'll
legit.
see.
Fictional.
I think if this had all been done via email, I would be a bit like, it's a bit dodgy. But he's phoned me a few times to ask me about the car and servicing and he sounds
legitimate.
Like Siri.
Yeah, he sounds legit. He sounds like, hello, Gareth. This is
Gareth.
the inland revenue. You owe us £20,000. Please dial this number. No, it's not quite that bad. So yeah, on the next podcast, hopefully, I will be the former owner.
You will
of an
be.
M4.
Not hopefully. You will.
You
be.
will. You'll
There's
sell it.
no way
Definitely.
that's not happening.
No, that's
No
legit.
way.
It's going to go ahead.
Yeah,
You have a feeling
100%.
about it, don't you?
100%.
Got a hunch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I trust Ethan. He's got that face.
Well, if in the next episode, if it hasn't,
Yeah.
I could either be seen as sarcastic or correct.
Yeah, I'm just
So
going to punch you in
it's
the nuts
win-win
to
for me.
vent my anger.
All right. Result.
Win-win, right?
Yeah.
I get to feel your nuts. You get to be in pain.
Okay. I mean, if this does actually happen, then fair play. It just currently sounds too good to be true.
It does sound really good. And I, to be honest, I am a little bit skeptical over the whole
When
thing.
is Xander's birthday?
I don't know. We didn't get that
That's
deep
not been
into
mentioned.
conversation.
Oh,
No.
that's interesting.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's Matthew's surname? Do you have that?
I didn't write it down. I think he wanted it to be kept a
But
little bit
you have
private.
the surname, you have the address.
I do.
And
Yeah, I had a little look for him. His company on the internet.
the company exists.
It doesn't exist.
Sorry, what?
But what?
Sorry, what?
Oh, I got a frog in
You
my
couldn't
throat.
you couldn't find the company.
Yeah, no, I couldn't find the company.
Huh.
Yeah, I think it's legit though. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely happening.
Yeah, it's definitely going to happen.
Oh, yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
we'll find
I'd
out
say.
next time.
Yeah.
We're now going to move it on to Grinds My Gears, sent in by Matt. And
You can do better than that. Come on.
Okay. Grinds my gears, because it grinds my gears, because it makes me angry, and my gears are grinding, and that's not what you want to happen with a car, and it's a bad thing, and it grinds my gears. Oh.
It's better.
How long is this one?
All right, Eric Cartman.
Thank you. It's not too long. Gareth, do you want to take this?
I don't really.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. I was wondering if any of you have had this experience. Since I got my 2010 Impreza WRXS hatchback, which is completely standard, I've noticed I seem to attract people wanting to race me or generally driving like dicks when I'm driving normally. For example, a few weeks ago, I was taking my cat. I was taking my car. Okay, I was taking my cat. I did read that right, to the vet. So driving at a smidgen under 70 when a diesel Insignia came right up my arse, then pulled alongside me as if to goad me into a race, which ignored, even though
Which I ignored.
there is no I.
Don't worry about it.
Okay,
Go with it.
I'm
Make
just
it up.
reading as it is.
Okay.
Thank you.
People make mistakes, Gareth. God, stop being so judgmental.
Which I ignored, even though I could have smoked them. I'm 40 years old And I would say
same age as you then, Gareth.
Same age as you. Happy birthday last week, by the way. Yeah, shut up. I would say I'm part of the Fast and the Furious generation, but as a driver of 20 years plus, my boy racer days are well over, as I prefer to let it all hang out on track days. Ooh,
nice.
It's got all the money. Have any of you had a car that attracts negative attention or have been judged, stereotyped by the car you drive? I'm thinking rude. I'm thinking in particular Gareth, as his M4 is an obvious choice. Keep up the stellar work, gents. Thanks, Matt C.
Nice.
I could answer this in one quick step, considering over the past 2 years I put just over 8,000 miles. No, not really. I literally never drive the car, so.
So there's your answer. If you don't want to have all this shit, don't drive it.
Don't drive it.
Just people outside your house looking at your car, revving. Come out here, come out here.
Actually, well, that brings me on to that Sayat who booms down my road.
Oh, yeah, I've heard him.
That was a previous podcast that I was moaning about him.
Yeah.
But he still lives and he's still an arsehole.
So have you ever had people trying to race you when you have been driving? Or has it been you trying to race people?
I think most people in an M4, I mean, it's not like super duper the quickest car ever, but it is fast. And most people are like, we're probably going to get up to like speeds that will kill us both. And most people are quite chilled. So not really. Sorry.
These types of cars, though, bring out the worst in people, I think, when it comes to driving. And it makes you, like, say you got, like when I've had the Civic Type R, I have driven a bit quicker and a bit more aggressively just because of the nature of the vehicle.
I think it depends where you are in the country. Like I live in the middle of nowhere, out in the countryside, and I mean most people around here are quite old, and so it's very rare that I'd meet a 70-year-old who wants to race me off at the lights. So I don't know. Maybe that's depends where you are. Maybe city that the people out in Lambos and like C63s and stuff like that are just going to want to boot it and try race you.
It is properly a London thing. Like I don't know if there's any free stretch of road. I think that's probably partly it because you have so many free roads here. You can go as fast as you want. You probably won't see many people, but like on the A40, you might have a stretch of like 100 meters of free space, and in that space, some people just want to just absolutely smash it down just to get it out their systems. Whereas you can do it 100 times from Mike's unit to your house.
Yeah.
And you can get it all out your system.
I think the difference here as well is if you're exceeding the speed limit by a large margin because you're trying to dick someone over, chances are you'll run out of skill and grip and kill yourself being embedded into a tree. So there's no like dead straight lines of road where you can actually do this. Like it all requires a fair amount of skill.
Yeah.
If you don't want to die at speed. So that's maybe why as well.
But there are also certain cars, this Impreza. What is a WRXS? Do you know one?
You don't know?
Go on.
What's the S stand for?
Came out in like 2010 or something.
You dick.
Go on.
I was like,
You mugged him off.
Subaru.
oh, okay.
It's probably blue.
Probably is blue. Yeah.
Does it have stars and swishy gold bits?
Yeah.
But there are obviously certain cars where, you know, boy racers will look and think, oh, yeah, I want to race him. I told you guys a story when I was working at Autocar and I had a Audi R8 V8 and I was driving down a road and there was a family in a car driving past us and he obviously liked it, thought it was a nice car, started turning around. Anyway, I left and then I came back because I was dropping my mate off. And in that maneuver to turn around to catch up with me, he'd actually crashed his car into a tree.
What?
Yeah, did I not tell you about that? Yeah, he crashed his car into a tree. So when I got back, he and his family were out of the car. I think police were arriving. But I saw them coming towards us, and I saw him looking, and I kind of knew, oh, he's probably going to be up my arse soon. Yeah, and he had like a daughter in there and his wife.
Ugh.
And on the motorway as well. In the same car, I had people like right up my arse. I think it was actually an Evo or something like that. So yeah, it was probably you, Matt, an Evo or an Impreza, just right up my arse. And I was like, no, I'm in like $100,000 press car. I'm not going to do it. Plus, I was 25.
Yeah.
But there are certain cars. I don't get it in Phil because Phil's classy.
Doesn't move either. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it goes back down to the point. If you don't want this to happen, don't drive.
What's better is the other end of the scale with sleepers. So recently I was in the May 39, I was just cruising along like some dual carriageway, and this Volvo came right up my arse. And I made the mistake. Like, it's a Volvo. That's like the poster boy for sleeper cars. And I was like, I'll put my foot down a little bit and see what it's got, and it just smoked me.
Really?
Yeah. And it would not. This thing would not look like it could go as quick as it did. Yeah, it's just like engaged light speed travel. It just went.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But that's why sleepers are so good, because say you have got someone in a flashy car, I mean, that tries it on with you. You just like that Volvo just disappear.
So the long and short of it is, Matt, buy yourself a Volvo.
Yes.
Sell your Impreza, buy a car that's probably as fast, if not faster, and then you won't get in so much trouble. Not trouble, but just annoyance. And then you won't write into us.
Yeah.
You're perfect.
Yeah.
Let's encourage
I
that.
had a good one.
Oh, what?
If someone's tailgating you in the motorway, I mean, I don't know if I've discussed this before, you just merge into all the gravelly shit at the side of the motorway. You know, if you're in the fast lane, and there's all that smoosh there just over the white line, and if they really up your ass, you just merge over and just accelerate, and it picks up all the grit.
Oh.
Do you do that?
car. Yeah, I've done that before. I can't remember, it was white.
savage.
It was so white, and it was behind me and so up my ass, I couldn't even see the badge. So
It was a police car.
So I just moved onto the gravel and then just lifted it all up with the car, and I could just see him break. And I was like, job done. You're welcome.
Shit. That's a hard lesson learnt there.
Yeah. That must have been expensive, because there were some chunky bits on that motorway.
You press the deploy gravel button in the car.
Next it will be just a brick out your window.
And then a brake check. Anyway, let's now move it on to wrong answers only. Only. Reverb's a little bit rusty. It's cold. It's
Reverb.
cold.
Come on, Rory. What's wrong?
What? Fix it. All right, Rory's going to fix it. Wrong answers only. Okay. So, Gareth, you're up.
Oh, God.
I'm going to ask you questions. You have to give me the wrong answer. If you give me the right answer, you fail. If you say or if you hesitate, you fail. You have to just straight in there, straight out answer. Give me the answer.
Okay.
Okay? Are you ready?
Do I get a warm-up question?
Yes.
Okay. Go with a warm-up question. Let's go.
Okay. The TV show is called Top.
Rear.
Very good.
Oh, I like it. If only there was one called that.
There are some certain websites I can Okay. Question 1. What is the best car company in the world?
BMW.
What does ICE stand for?
Internal combustion electric.
What gas comes out of an exhaust pipe?
Arse.
If you put your foot on the throttle, what happens?
The car brakes.
What tool would you use to adjust valve timing?
A hammer.
What would you use a torque wrench for?
Nothing?
Wrong answers only.
Oh, yeah, that's right in Alex's book, isn't it?
Okay, next question. What is Ed China's first name?
Bob.
What does the speedometer tell you?
RPM.
Will you ever be able to sell your M4?
I'm going to think about this one. Yes.
Mercedes cars are made in the city of Stuttgart, but what country is that in?
China.
What does all-wheel drive stand for?
All-terrain vehicle.
I meant what does AWD stand for?
Just as good.
Next question. Who snapped the bolt on the Z3?
Alex.
How do you charge an electric car?
Batteries.
What does a turbocharger do?
Squirrels. I don't know.
Who did the most amount of work on Alex's MX-5?
Alex. Yeah, you cheer that because you know you didn't.
How do you think that went? That was 15 questions.
I think I smashed that.
Squirrel?
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
What
Good
gas? What
Great
gas
answer.
comes out of exhaust?
Arse gas.
Just arse.
What is Ed China's first name?
Bob.
Bob China.
China.
Robert China.
Oh, very good.
Was that the only highlights?
No, they were all highlights, but I just
Yeah.
don't want to go through it again because otherwise we just go through the whole thing again.
I see your point.
How'd you find that one?
Yeah, it went well. I think better than Ethan's.
I don't think so.
What?
Oh, that was another wrong answer. We're done.
The first one, you heard on the first one, actually.
Yeah, you did quite a few Yeah.
Sorry.
You didn't do as well as Ethan. There's also no one really taking count. It's more of a kind of like, how stressful can we make this for you? You seem quite stressed.
I was quite stressed. It's like 3 degrees in here, and I'm trying to think of the wrong answer.
Squirrels!
My hands in my pockets. It's so cold.
What was nice as well about snapping that bolt on the Z3, you could have said yourself and be like, it's not my fault. But you said Alex, so it still could have been your fault.
Well, technically, I didn't snap it. You snapped it.
No, whatever you think, Gareth.
Well, it's not what I think. It's what I saw on camera. There was... Dang, 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 bang.
Well, no, there was also in the background. More. More. Keep going.
I'm not satisfied yet.
Okay, let us now move it on to what grinds my gears. And this has been sent in by Dave. Jack, do you want to read this out?
Oh, not really. It's a long one.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah,
Is it?
And I think it's
glad
about
I'm
bikes
not
as well. I see the
reading
word
that.
bike in there. Do you want to read it?
Shall I just smash through it?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Hello and happy new year to you all. I'm an avid listener of your podcast and often find myself nodding to a lot of what you say. I wanted to get something off my chest which has been bothering me for some time now. I am a biker and enjoy nothing more than slinging my legs over my Triumph Speed Triple on a Sunday afternoon.
Oh, what a legendary bike.
Sorry, Ethan and Jack, and any other members of the Small Testicle Brigade. Smiley face. As I'm sure you know, on a bike, overtaking is a simple process and done pretty frequently. Never have I ever experienced any negativity from other road users for this act, and quite often they accommodate by moving over slightly. However, in capital letters, my bike is my toy and 95% of my journeys are in the car. A car which is not loud, in any way obnoxious or offensive. It's a Mercedes E-Class. So when I decide to overtake in the car, why is it that I am often met with aggression from other road users, such as flashing headlights, speeding up and sitting on my bumper, when they were doing 40 in a 60 just 20 seconds ago? My overtakes are always safe. I don't tailgate. I get past swiftly and safely with my indicator on so they know what is happening. It seems in recent years, overtaking has become something of a rarity and looked down upon by the 40-mile-per-hour brigade. I drive at a pace I feel comfortable with and don't try to force anyone to speed up or slow down to make my life better. So why is it that other road users think they have the right to become a pace car for everyone else? I would love to hear your views on this, and feel free to tell me if I've missed an update in the highway code that states overtaking is now illegal and should be punished by behaviour. Anyway, keep up the good work. I hope there is much more content coming over the festive break to keep us all entertained. Thanks, Dave from Nottinghamshire. Here, Dave. Very well. Ha ha ha. Very well said.
Yeah.
Yeah. People get so butthurt when you overtake in a car.
It's an ego
don't
thing,
know
isn't it?
why.
It's like you've hurt them. They're
You've
like,
hit a nerve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know how to overtake properly. Like they'll get up right to your bumper and then just pull out same speed and then accelerate. No one ever accelerates up to the car and does it properly. So I don't agree with that bit. But yeah, it's just, for me, it's an ego thing. People are like, you can't overtake me on this single carriageway. Like,
Whereas with a motorbike, you kind of think it's a different species almost.
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
You don't really share a road with it,
Yeah.
and it has its own kind of rules. So you think, sod it, just do your own thing. But yeah, I think you're right with an ego thing.
No, that's not. No.
What?
It's just like, let's just let this idiot on a bike go past.
I don't want to look at that anymore.
Yeah.
You're
He'll
talking
crash soon. Just let him pass.
You're talking about yourself. You're going to be an idiot on a bike soon.
No.
No, I'm not doing it.
After lockdown, Jack, your days are numbered. I mean, you'll be
That's
getting...
a good way of saying it. If I get on a bike, my days would be numbered.
I personally think you'll enjoy it. But back to the story at hand. I agree with this. What's his name? Dave. I don't know why it's just... Sorry, Keith.
If we do our CBTs,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why talk
Wait,
about
wait.
will you promise to never, ever talk about a bike in a podcast again?
Well, no, it's what the people want. They keep on sending in stories.
No, that's not my question.
Do you no?
All right, well, I'm not doing my CVT then.
Oh,
Well, you've already promised you would do it.
No, I would not.
You swore on your son's life.
I did not. Sorry, Gareth, I interrupted.
It's all right.
Change the subject.
Well, we could just say to you, yeah, we won't talk about bikes again, and just blatantly lie to you. So yeah,
Oh, yeah, I promise.
If you're gonna do it, yeah, we promise. Yeah,
Pinky promise.
done, right, sorted, rubber stamped.
Yeah.
I'm glad we've boxed
You
this
two
one
are
off.
just the worst, aren't you?
The worst sort of
We're just
species
making
of
you more
human.
rounded human beings.
By
It's going to make you a better driver.
by driving a bike.
And you especially.
You don't drive a bike, Ethan.
I knew that was going to start.
It'll be-
You know how many times I've been corrected? Oh, Gareth, you do not drive a bike. Shut up.
But you do unloosen a bolt.
You do unloosen.
Okay, yeah. You wouldn't want to loosen a bolt.
You do up tighten one as well.
Okay, up tighten.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, Dave, we all do agree with you, and we think it probably is an ego thing. But why in recent years? What's changed?
So it has become a bit of a rarity, actually, I think, as well. And you come up behind cars and like 10 cars tailing back from it.
Yeah.
And no one's like, oh, no, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You've got so much time to do it.
I nearly overtook a van, like a VW Caddy.
in the van.
In the podcast van today.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. But this guy I was in the 60 zone from Banbury going to your place.
Yeah.
And it's a road that I know so well. So I literally don't go any slower than 60. No braking, no nothing. You just stick to it.
Do it. Yeah.
And he was like doing 50, 40. And then I could see he was like swerving a little bit. He was clearly on his phone. and then he wanted to take a turning. And then he left indicating to the very last minute. And then he realised, oh no, it's not actually a turning. And then he accelerated off. And I was like, you f***ing arsehole. But he didn't even like to pay any attention to me.
You
But
could
I-
have just rammed him and then done like 2 birds with 1 stone. You would have shown him a lesson and got rid of that podcast van.
True. Yeah, very true. Yeah. Damn,
cloud.
I missed the trick. But yeah, no, I love overtaking cars. It's a good feeling.
Bit of a thrill.
But it's a bit of an ego boost as well. It's like, yeah, I've done you. And I've done you in a shit box as well.
Yeah.
That's always good. Like momentum is key, isn't it?
Never stop. Never slow.
Getting in the slipstream.
Get in the slipstream,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
I think it's aggravating when you're blatantly doing over the speed limit and someone comes absolutely hooning up behind you and then sticks on your ass and you're like
In a podcast van.
in a podcast van. And then the worst ones are the people who do that overtake you and then like a few turns later you're behind them and they're doing the speed limit and you're like, well, so what was all the aggravation and drama about you
Yeah.
getting past me when now we're stuck at even a slower speed? I don't get
The
it.
annoying thing is when they overtake you on a straight as well and you catch them in the corners.
You're
like,
like,
come
on
on,
a motorbike.
Yeah.
No, not in a motorbike, just in any car.
It must be similar to what we were saying before Christmas when you go to overtake someone on the motorway and then they speed up so you can't overtake.
yeah.
People are like, no, I can't have you overtaking me.
Yeah,
That's just
yeah.
silly. No.
Yeah.
People are like, no.
People are idiots. We're going to move on. We have an email from Alex, not me. There is more than one. He's asking for some car advice. Jack, over to you.
Good morning, evening, and night, guys. I am a 16-year-old from Kent who's absolutely obsessed with cars, and I thought of no other people than yours truly to come to. I've been thinking a lot about what I want to get when I've passed my test, and I've spoken to my dad about this subject. But any suggestions I make causes him to chuckle and say, "Where are you going to get the money from?" So here's
From
my
you, Dad.
So here's the question.
How else am I going to get my M4, Dad?
That's not going to happen, though. That's a lie.
No, I think it will happen. I have faith.
Okay,
I have
okay,
faith.
okay,
I have faith.
okay,
Crack on.
So here's the question. What should I get? Ideally, I'd like something affordable, but there's a few conditions.
He's setting us our own challenge.
He is.
Wow.
It has to be cool. Ideally, I'd like an estate.
Or,
Good car to work on. Something that will be new driver friendly.
Oh, you're going to say BMW. aren't
If
you?
I get
Yeah,
a reply from this
say,
email,
yeah.
I'd be over the moon.
E46
You won't
estate.
believe.
Boom. Get it in.
Thanks in
there.
advance, Alex.
Well, you're not only going to get a reply in the
great car.
email, you're going to get a shout out in the podcast. You're welcome.
In the Poddy C.
But we're not going to answer it.
Move on.
Well, Alex, sounds to me like you want to get yourself an E46 330i touring.
Come on, let's be better than that.
Wait, hold on. You driver friendly and you suggesting a 3 litre straight 6 BMW.
I don't think you're getting short on it either.
Yeah.
Well, maybe his daddy's very rich.
Maybe.
Just like your fake daddy, who's... Well, you have a daddy, like your fake buyer daddy.
I'm lost. What? Are you trying to mug me over again?
Yeah, I'm trying to mug you inside.
Okay.
Okay. All right. 3
Has to
litres
be
out.
cool.
What about, all right, 318i touring?
Yeah, okay.
Rear-wheel drive?
Yeah.
I think the rear-wheel drive aspect of it is what's going to be hard to ensure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's your suggestion, Jack?
How about, well, we've had a Saab estate recently. Cool.
No.
No.
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think so.
Well, yeah.
Just because you saying yes doesn't make it cool.
I think it does. No, I'd say that. I think
Is that a good car to work on? Is it the Vectra?
People get butthurt again. I don't know. I haven't worked on it.
Yeah, you
GM.
probably should start, shouldn't you?
I probably should.
Yeah,
do.
the brakes aren't so good.
No, the brakes need sorting. There's stinks. I don't go anywhere near it.
Maybe you should just flog him that one.
Maybe.
Just air
Alex, do you
freshener.
want to buy a Saab estate?
Drop me a
I called it
message.
a 9.5 in a podcast. I got ripped into by a couple of people. It's a
You're
9.3,
you're
innit?
so silly. I,
know,
can't
I know.
believe you did that.
Idiot.
God.
So come on, serious suggestions.
A B5 A4 event. Cool.
Yeah, all right.
Cool.
All right.
There you go.
What engine?
Whatever's small enough to get
19 tid.
Yeah, potentially. You can tune those quite a lot as well,
Yeah,
the
you
PD.
can, yeah.
Oh yeah, he'll definitely get insurance for a tuned one.
Yeah. Well, you just won't tell him. Tell him.
Yes, because if you prang it, which you will, because it's your first car.
Oh,
What's
that?
What
What?
actually has just happened?
What?
Was that you?
No, I was thinking about exhaust gases and what he said. In his...
It's a
That
fun.
is
He was making some
unacceptable.
I'm sorry, it's natural.
Do you
Better
need to
out than in.
cut that? I think that's perfectly acceptable
Nah,
to
that's
leave
just
in.
It's rude.
really nasty.
Okay, Alex,
such
we're
a
not
dad.
getting anywhere. Okay, a B. What was it? B5, B4,
B5.
B5, B5 van.
B6 would probably be more reliable. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about. What's a B5 and a B6? What's the difference?
They're just generations.
What about 405 estate?
Not cool.
Okay, I loved mine. It's called Paddy. Ran it on vegetable oil.
Yeah, because you owned one that made it uncool. Though.
Shut up, Jack.
S-Class.
And
It's got a fridge.
oh,
Do you
so
want
it's
to just
cool.
do you want to have a quick read through it again? It says,
I did flick back through that, and I was
ideally
like,
an estate,
yeah, well,
good car to work on.
Yeah,
Something
very
that will
good
be
car. There's
new
loads to
driver
do. So
new
loads-
driver friendly.
Of course.
S-Class.
You get your mate to drive it, and you get in the back. Get your
So it has to be
Stuff in the
cheap,
fridge.
has to be cool, has to be an estate. Good car to work
Doesn't
on,
have to
and
be an
new
estate,
user
ideally.
friendly.
What's French?
Oh,
Tell me
ideally. But that's it's not really.
Oh.
They're not really cool. Their estates.
Citroen
are they?
Picasso.
Oh my goodness.
That's what?
That would be good.
What are you on a different planet, Ethan?
No, thank you very much. Multiply. What? It's staring
be
at us right in the
serious.
face. Multiply.
Okay, yeah.
That's not
course.
an estate though.
It's got 6 seats.
It's a
Oh
state.
my holy god!
It is a state.
It is a state.
Yeah.
6 seats.
Alex, we're not helping you. People in the comments, please just sort them out because I'm getting bored trying to think of it. It's hurting my head.
BMW estate. Yeah.
I was just gonna go for E46 estate because it's a go-to,
Just copy and paste our answer every week.
and it's a cool car, and it's rear-wheel drive. It shouldn't be too much on the smaller engine ones.
Yeah. If you have a question, the answer is E46.
Yeah.
Actually stands for,
any-
a lot of the questions.
For any question, ask me a question.
What's the best bike?
E46.
You look like a little nana now, don't you?
Wow. Knock knock.
Knock knock.
Who's there? Okay. Move it on. Alex, sorry.
Can we do better? We could do better.
E46 estate.
I think we can do if you go onto Auto Trader and then just filter by estate.
What about like an Impreza wagon type thing?
What?
He's 16.
That's cool though.
That's cool,
He's
but expensive.
16.
That's not in his criteria.
Fuck it. What about it? It's Subaru Legacy Twin Turbo. There we go. There we go. There you go. Go buy it.
Subaru
Don't crash
Forester. Subaru Forester 2 litre non-turbo.
Matt, I think it's still a bit too
Oh,
big.
we were.
What were we-
Okay, I'm bored now, Alex. You're boring me. So we're going to move on.
Alex, mate.
It's all right. He's got my name. It's fine. Let's now move it on to another story. You're going to like this. because it's another motorbike story.
Of course it is.
We have to cater for all.
Yeah, you're going to read this out.
Oh, this is a beast.
I know, that's why I don't want to
Size
read
of
it
this.
out.
So this is titled "The Most Shameful Stupid Thing I've Done on Two Wheels," submitted by Rory.
Read.
Was this you? Oh, this is Rory Reid.
No, can't be. Really?
No.
Oh,
I mean, it could be. No.
Oh, that would
no,
be
it
cool.
would be. No, it's just a guy called Rory.
okay.
Rosa.
Rosa.
All right, Rosa.
Hi, Alex, Jack, Ethan, and very special
What?
guest.
It's me.
Oh, Gareth.
Oh.
What a letdown.
I thought I would throw my story into your inbox as it still shakes me up to this day when I think about it, and hopefully this story can reach out to others that think giving it the beans in a 30 zone is a good idea. He's on a bike, is he?
Yeah, well, yes.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
says, the most shameful thing I've done on two wheels.
He's driving his bike.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. It could have a two-wheel car.
Like what?
That one we saw in Pebble Beach.
Well, like a bike.
Oh.
Do you remember that thing that was driving on two wheels? That looked like a sausage.
Wasn't that just an enclosed motorbike?
It's a dream you had.
No, I set myself up there.
You're warming up, Jack. I'm liking
I'm
it.
not. It's freezing.
Right. Back when I first passed my full bike license, I was, to say the least, very reckless. I would often do the things that give bikers a bad name: speeding, cutting in, aggressive filtering, and general hooning about. All of this changed on my early commute to work in the middle of winter many years back. It was 6:30 a.m. on a miserable, cold,
Set the scene.
dark morning with not much visibility on the road.
Suddenly, a pigeon flew in my face.
I was making quick progress through town, doing the usual zipping around traffic and blasting my old Yamaha up the gears, when there was a clearing. I spotted a crossroad up ahead at the bottom of the hill, and the light was still on green. Instead of doing what any level-headed person would do, slow down and anticipate to the stoplight, I decided, sod that, I can beat the lights. The throttle is pinned, 50, 60, 70, 80. As soon as I reach the white line at the crossroad, I see the lights change in my peripheral vision. Within a second, I went from, wow, I made it past the lights, to, who is that figure dressed head to toe in black crossing the road?
Oh, shit.
There's no time to react. There's no slowing down. Only time to think, I'm about to kill this guy and I'm dying soon after. I stare straight ahead, awaiting the imminent thud and ensuing chaos. Yeah.
That's when you know you're when you just accept it. You're just
Yeah.
like, this is going to happen. Shit.
That's
But
a Saturday night for Ethan, isn't it?
But there is no thud. Only the rustle and abrasion of my textile jacket arm and the man's coat whispering by each other.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it. I should have been dead, and I would have outright killed someone, innocent bloke making his way to work. At that moment, I swore that I would never do something so utterly selfish and illegal again. To this day, I still get woken up to the same vivid dream of the event, and I wake up in an absolute panic. So please, if you're listening, take heed and don't gun it on a whim in a 30. Love the podcast, guys. Keep up the fantastic work. Rory.
Read.
God, that's given me just panics thinking about it.
EBGBs. Heebie-jeebies.
It's a really, really well written
Oh, I love
descriptive
it. I
email.
love
I
it.
really
Yeah,
like it.
nice.
Well, I don't like it.
My favourite
but-
line is the man's coat whispering by each
Yeah,
other.
you really get a sense of it, don't you?
Yeah. A sense of you nearly killed someone. Yeah.
Shit.
I know that is bad actually.
And that's we'll add that to the list.
Yeah,
of
just
reasons not to
another
ride a
example of
bike.
things,
Yeah,
horrible things that can
Yeah,
happen
yeah,
when
yeah.
you ride a bike.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
no,
just
no,
don't
no,
be
no.
a twat.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, don't pin in a 30.
You make your own. Look, he did this himself. It's his fault. You're sensible. You're
Learn
fairly
through
sensible.
other people's mistakes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is all enriching your life of motorbikes. You're learning so much. Pigeons, people, accelerating, speeding,
Water, wind, leaves, all
Anything
these
can
things that
kill
can take you. Drain covers,
Leaves.
a little bit of oil,
Oil
a
spills.
diesel, sand, mud. Is there anything? Have I missed anything?
No, just anything.
Yeah.
Anything around you
Road.
could kill you. Yeah.
Oh, goodness me, Rory. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez.
Thank you very much for sending that in and for writing so eloquently as well.
It's really nice, yeah.
And I hope that people do actually take heed of this because Rory's fate could have been very different. He could now be locked up, genuinely, and you still get haunted by this. So if you do ride a motorbike or drive a car and you're young and you're all hormonal and stuff, it's like, oh, don't drive like a
Yeah.
Just take your time. Take your time a little bit. Enjoy your life. I have also ridden like a on occasion in towns. And I have scared myself a few times, and I vowed never to do that again. And now I do take it a lot more easy. And I am 36 now. So this was like last year when I was 35. I was still messing around a little bit. Like another 10 years back, I probably would have not cared as much as well. So yeah, I'm glad I'm doing bikes now at my age. Put it that way. So if you're a young biker, please just...
I concur with that.
Yeah.
I reckon if you had arranged all of that with Honda 10 years ago, I would definitely splattered on a tree.
Maybe. But the good thing is for these guys is they are actually a lot more sensible at their age than we were at their age.
You've just inceptioned me. What?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Shit.
Say knock, knock.
Who's there?
Are we doing this again?
Oh my God. This is your fault.
Sorry.
This
Sorry,
is from the
everyone.
last podcast. If you haven't listened or watched the last podcast, this is completely flying over
Just
your head.
skip to the end. And listen to the
But
joke.
for everyone out there, say knock, knock. Who's there? Ah! Anyway, now that your mind is the podcast is now done, right? We're done? Everyone happy?
If you say so.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm happy.
Okay. That now concludes the Car Throttle podcast. I hope you've enjoyed listening to other people's stories and us ranting on, and hopefully it's going to inspire you to email us your stories at carstories@carthrottle.com. That sound right?
Yeah.
I kind of skipped a little bit.
Carstories at carthrottle.com.
Email us.
Yeah.
As for us, you can find me on Instagram at AutoAlex.
I'm at Jack W. Joy.
I'm at Gareth R. Potter.
I'm at Ethan Smale, and you can follow Car Throttle at Car Throttle in all the usual places. This week,
You must be. There's no more.
I think you've had this one. I'm sure you've had
No,
this one.
I've just copied and pasted.
Well, he's just copy and pasted the script. He's been lazy.
Ah.
You can follow us.
Oh, thanks for your input on the script, by the way.
Sunday Times.
When's that released?
Saturday.
Ah, perfect. Okay, let's do that. Follow us on the Sunday Times.
Yeah.
Are you just going to go through newspaper names now, from now on?
I've run out of places. Can people just
They'll buy you some
DM
time.
me places where you can have a profile so I can make some more jokes?
I think did we do Wiki? We've done Wiki, right?
I've done Wiki, yeah. We're actually not on Wikipedia.
I think
so.
Well, it doesn't matter. I don't think we're on Flickr either or Pinterest.
No. Oh, Pinterest is a good one.
We've had that one.
Pinterest
Sure
is
we've had
great.
that one.
Oh, woodworking Pinterest.
Yeah, exactly,
I've got
yeah.
my whole Pinterest board.
Yeah. My mood board.
I don't think we've actually mentioned Instagram. Like actually
I think
mentioned
that was
it.
probably the
It's
like
probably the first
episode
one.
episode
Yeah.
one.
I thought so.
maybe.
You
Yeah.
reckon?
Well, follow us on Instagram if you haven't done.
Yeah, we're just mentioning all these at blah blah blah. Just randomly smash it in.
Right, before we go, we're going to hand it over to King of the One-Liner,
Does no one else want to do one?
Jack Joy. Well, no, because we're not as funny as you. So, Jack, play us out with a funny joke.
Okay.
Or a riddle.
All right.
Oh,
When life gives you melons, you might be dyslexic.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gareth's actually.
I got it. Yeah,
Explain it.
because he spelt it wrong. Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching and listening. We hope you have a great week, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.